Abraham, I will bring my charger here. Well, Mona buy me vitamin. Only Mona buy me vitamin. Any writing or something. Hello and welcome, wonderful people. Today we're going to be looking at a test for word replacement. And this is captured under lexis and structures in your JAMB curriculum. So we look at polysemy, we look at synonyms, we look at antonyms. So those are what we're going to be looking at. So those are what we're going to be looking at today. So the test for word replacement requires a candidate to be able to replace an underlined word or phrase in a comprehension passage with another word or phrase that can appropriately replace it. And that means the same thing as the word underlined. The important thing is that the meaning of the sentence in which the underlined word or phrase appears must remain intact. To understand how this can be easily done, we need to discuss two important we're going to be looking at. So all these are going to help us in being able to do word replacement. Like I said, word replacement is captured under uh, lexis and structures. Okay, so we're going to start now. So first of all, we're going to be looking at polysemy. What is polysemy? So polysemy is a feature of language which refers to difference in meaning. That is one word having different meanings depending on how that word is used. So we're going to be looking at the word action. We are going to see this word action in three different places. And we're going to see that this action means three different things. So in essence, action will not always mean the same thing. So when you are not given a sentence and you are told to fill in the blank or find an antonym for that action, you're supposed to get the meaning of action that can replace that action in context in relation to the words around the action. So action will not always mean the same thing at every place. And that is what we're going to be looking at. And that's why we call it polysemy. Polysemy simply means one word, but having different meanings. So now, if you are to find the synonym or antonym of that word, you're going to have to find the synonym or antonym in relation to the words around. It has to be in context. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. So this is possible because in English, the dictionary meaning of a word can sometimes be different from the contextual meaning of the same word. The dictionary meaning of a word is the meaning given to the word by the dictionary as an independent word. However, the contextual meaning of a word refers to the meaning of the word, the the word has as it is used for it. So that is very, very important. The dictionary meaning that we're looking at. We are looking at the meaning of that word in context with or in relation with other words that are surrounding it. So let's take an example. For example, the word action could mean different things depending on the context of the sentence. So let's look at this critically now. So examples of polysemy, we have his actions at the party portrayed him to be a madman. So what is the meaning of actions here? In this context, action simply means behavior. So you can simply say that the synonym of the word action here is behavior, because you can say his behavior at the party portrayed him to be a madman. Or you can say his attitude at the party portrayed him to be a madman. So you see here now, action means behavior or attitude. So let's look at action again in another sentence or in another context. The court has finally taken action on the suit before it. So here, action simply means delivered judgment. So you can say the court has finally delivered judgment on the suit before it. If you're listening to news, you'll be aware of the incident that had took place in America, where a policeman known as Derek Chauvin killed a black man known as, very importantly, guilty of murder of George Floyd. And this has been something that has been very, very critical, because all over the world there were protests and marching against what really happened. This policeman knelt down on the neck of this policeman known as Derek Chauvin, knelt down on the neck of George Floyd for close to 10 minutes and sniped life out of an able-bodied man. Oluwaseyi, do you listen to foreign news?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of this story I'm telling?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Chika, do you listen to foreign news?
Yes, sir.
Chika, do you watch CNN?
So once in a while.
Once in a while. Buchi, do you watch CNN? Do you listen to foreign news?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of the story that I'm telling now?
I just joined in, sir. I don't know about the story.
Okay. So I was telling a story about a policeman in the United States last year. So he got a call for that somebody was trying to use a dollar bill that is not good. So he came down. They tried to arrest this black man. The name of the man is George Floyd. So after some small and little altercations, this man knelt with all his body. He knelt on the neck of the black man. The name of the black man is George Floyd, for close to 10 minutes and killed this man. This man died. So people were protesting everywhere in the United States. So finally, the man went to court, and finally the jury adjudged him to be guilty of killing this man. So very soon they are going to be reading out the verdict and sentencing him. So I'm bringing this because of this this second example of polysemy that we're giving. And very, very importantly, if you want to improve your English language, if you want to improve your vocabulary, you have to be listening to news. You have to be reading newspapers. If you want to know the words that you're likely going to be seeing, all those words, they are called what we call, they are said to be, they are word factory that are found in, that you can easily get across when you're reading books of literature, newspaper, and you're listening to news. And when you're listening to news, it also improves your spoken English. If you want to write SAT, if you want to school abroad, you're going to be tested on English as a foreign language. So if you're not watching CNN, BBC, and learning how they talk, when you're practicing your, what's it called? Your spoken part of the English text, you will not be able to do it, because they want you to be able to understand the kind of English that they use in the United States of America, or the type of English that they use in UK. Because when you get there, that's the kind of English they will use in teaching you. So when you go for TOEFL or for ILST, they are testing your ability to understand them in British accent or in American accent, so that when you get there to study, you'll be able to grab what they are talking in the class. And that is very important. And how do you improve that type of English? You need to be watching foreign stations like CNN. You can also watch channels in Nigeria. They can also help you improve your English. But if you're planning to travel abroad, you need to be watching CNN. You need to be watching BBC, so that you can get to know. In the test, they have like 4 tests. You have the reading test, speaking test, writing test, and I've forgotten the other one, but like 4 of them. So the 4 test you on your ability, first of all, to read, to comprehend, to speak. So you need to read news, you need to listen to news, listen to people speak in the in such languages that you're expected to be tested on. Chick, are you clear on that?
Yes, sir.
Chick, are you clear on that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's go forward. So we can see now that action is having different meanings in context. So when you say action, what is the meaning of action? If you go to dictionary, you see the meaning of action. But in this case, where you have action appearing in different sentences, we're talking about the meaning of action in context. When you say in context, it simply means considering action and other words that are around it. So the meaning of this action depends on what you read after looking at the action. Like here we have, his actions at the party portrayed him to be a madman. So considering party and portrayed him to be a madman, his action at the party. So you know that action simply means behavior or attitude, because it's only your behavior and your attitude that can portray you as being a sober person or a mad person. So the synonym of action here could be behavior or attitude in this very context. But in this other context where they say the court has finally taken action on the suit before it, action here simply means that it has delivered judgment. Just like the way the jury in the case of George Floyd and Derek Chauvin have taken a decision and have said that Derek Chauvin, the policeman, is guilty of murder of George Floyd. So they have delivered judgment simply means they've taken action. So you see, action here means delivering judgment, whereas action here means behavior and attitude. Uchi, are you clear on this?
Yes, sir, very well.
So you can see that action can mean different things. So let's get to another statement where action is also meaning another thing altogether. So we have here, the principal is about to take action on the bad student. So in this case, action means punish, expel, suspend. So now when you come to JAMB and you're looking at synonym and antonym, so if you're giving action, action will not always mean suspend. It will not always mean expel. It will not always mean punish. It will not always mean judgment. It will not always mean behavior. It can mean different things depending on the context. And context in this place simply means the other words around that action. You need to understand what they are trying to say. That's why we say the meaning is in context and it's not the dictionary meaning. Chika, is that clear? Chika, did you understand what I said? Oluwaseyi, am I clear enough?
Yes, sir.
Who can hear me? On now. The Chief of Army Staff said that the Nigerian military will take action against the invading forces tonight. So in this type of action now, it simply means attack, repair, or fight. So you can see that action can actually mean different things in different occasions. Okay. So with that, knowing with full knowledge of polysemy, now let's enter into the main subject of today, which is synonyms and antonyms. So like I said, synonyms and antonyms, they are not done in isolation. They are done in context. So when you're looking at the word that you're searching for each synonym, you have to check it in context with the other surrounding words in order for you to know the meaning so that you can replace it with the adequate synonym or antonym. Okay. So let's move forward. So first of all, we're going to be looking at synonyms. So this is a feature of a language, which means sameness. Synonyms means sameness, similarity in words, sameness. E.g., different words have similar meaning depending on the context in which they are used. So let's take an example. The policeman has the authority to arrest an individual. The word there is authority. So what is the synonym of authority? You can say right. the policeman has the right to arrest the individual. You can also say the policeman has the legal power to arrest the individual. Buchi, are we clear on this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's look at the second one. The policeman doesn't have the power to push the car. He doesn't have the power to push the car. So what does power mean here? Power simply means strength. So that's why the synonym of power is strength or power. Now you have the second example. The teacher instructed us to read steadily. So instructed, the synonym here is advised. Whereas in this second one, the commandant instructed all students to remain standing. Here, instructed, the synonym here simply ordered or commanded. So when a commandant is given an instruction, it is known as an order. But when a teacher is given, it is advised. Now, I have strict instructions to move the table. This type around instructions here means orders. I have strict orders to move the table. Are we clear on this? Oluwaseyi, are they clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's move forward. And like I said before, the only way you can build your strength in your vocabulary in synonyms and antonyms is by reading books, listening to people that are speaking English. That's the only way. You don't just read books. You don't just go and carry English test and be reading and get all the synonyms and antonyms. You have to start watching news. Don't spend so much time on African Magic. Watch very enlightening news like CNN. Watch channels. Watch what's it called? What Discovery channels where they are talking about animals, so you can get some words that are related to what you're going to be seeing. Like those of you that want to write SAT or TOEFL or ILST, they're going to be getting words from specific areas in life. So it could be from legal matters, where if you listen to people discussing about legal things, like what is happening in the case between Derek Chauvin and George Floyd, they use legal terms there. So those such legal terms could come out in your test. You can use terms from animals, you can use terms from military terms, you can use medical terms. So you have to be enlightened and knowledgeable in all these areas of life. So let's look at the second thing that we have today, antonym. Antonym simply means opposite in meaning. Synonym, like I said, means the same thing, sameness or similarity in meaning. Antonyms means opposite. So let's take, for instance, the word monarchy, the antonym can be democracy. The word truth, the antonym could be lie. The word good, the antonym bad. The word enemy, the antonym friend. The word antonym, the antonym of antonym is synonym. The word love, the antonym, which is the opposite, is hate. So happy, sad. Okay, so these antonyms can also be classified under complementary, relational antonym, or graded antonym. So for complementary, you can have something like a boy. The complementary antonym of a boy is a girl. It's either something is off or on. It's either is day or night. It's either is entrance or is exit. It's either it is exterior or interior. It's either it is true or false. It's either it is dead or alive. It's either you push or you pull. It's either you pass or you fail. So those are known as complementary antonyms. Whereas relational antonyms is either that it is above or below. It's either that it is a patient or a doctor. So the doctor takes care of the person. So you can be having such antonyms. So they call it, this type of antonym is relational. So it's either husband or wife. It's either servant or master. It's either you borrow money or you're borrowing from somebody or you're lending out. It's either you give or you receive. So these are antonyms. It's either you're a predator or you are the prey. It's either you buy or you sell. It's either you're an instructor or you're a pupil learning from the instructor. So you also have what we call graded antonyms. It's either you're young or you're elderly. It's either you're hard or you're easy. It's either you are happy or you're wistful. It's either you're wise or you're foolish. It's either somebody is fat or slim, warm or cool, early or late, fast or slow, dark or pale. So all these are antonyms. Then we also have agree or disagree, believe or disbelieve, honest or dishonest. You have tolerant or intolerant, decent or indecent, discreet or indiscreet, excusable or inexcusable. So you can have antonym that you get by adding the prefix in, or by simply adding this to the word. You can have the antonym. Okay. So we are done already. So this is a very short class, and the next class we are going to be having by next Wednesday, we are going to be looking at the summary of the life changer. We've done the entire summary of life changer in educatorafricans.com. So we've already uploaded it online, but I'm going to be treating it with you guys next Wednesday. So if you want to get the latest of the, what's it called? The life changer, you click here. So let me click now. Once you click here, it will download. You can see it here. It has downloaded here. Let me open this one now so that you see what we have there now is different from what we had last week. So every day we are reviewing our summary. We are putting the most likely questions there. So every week you're supposed to go to that our website, click on the life changer summary. You'll see that we have an entirely new what's it called, summary. Because the more we read the text, we are reading it over and over. We are trying to understand it better, and the more we understand it, the more we give you a fresher summary that will capture more of what you're writing. So the last summary that we're going to be giving, it will have both the summary and all your likely questions. They will be contained in there. So always go to that website. That's why I give you the website. You have to work with that website because everything there will constantly update it. So if you go now to this life changer, once you click it on our website, Educate Africa, it will download this is the latest one. If you had gone there last week, you will see that this is different from what you saw last week. Because here, our teachers are constantly working on giving you the best. So what you see there this week is not what you're going to see next week. We've improved on it. We are strictly dedicated in educatorafricans.com to make our students to score very high. And like I said, our benchmark for JAMB is 300 and above. A level is 9A1. So if you're not having that as what you're working on, then you're missing out. That is what all our students work for. 9A1, all through A1 and 300 and above. So that is what you're going to be working on. So that even if you don't pass so well, you get like 290 in JAMB or 280. And even if you don't pass so well in your A level, you get like maybe 6 A1s and 2 B2. That is what I want my students to get. And that's why we make so much research in trying to give you what is exactly going to come out in your exams. Chika, are you listening to me?
Yes, I'm listening to you.
So Chika, you get to our YouTube channel, you see the other English classes that I've taken on emphatic stress and vowels and consonants. Please make sure that you watch the videos, and yeah, that is very important. So if I scroll down this now, you're gonna see the summary. So you can see now that we wrote it with hand now. By weekend, the one you will see will be typed. So by that time, I must have reviewed this. So this one is done now by our English teacher. So by weekend, I must have read it through and reviewed it. And I will now put it in typing form where it will be very easy for you to read and understand. So you have up to like 3 people working on one material that we're getting out to you in order for us to get the kind of quality that we want. And that's why we say you must always go to it, check it out. So by the time I finish reviewing this, I will type it, then together with all the possible questions that are going to be coming from this, that's what you're going to be having. So you can see that it's an 80-page book, but with what we've done now, we can reduce it to just 10. So get it and read it very well. So we want to make it in such a way that we'll have it in just 10 to 15 pages. That after reading it, you can be able to enter and write your JAMB and be able to smash all the questions that are coming from the literature test. And I know that you should be expecting like 10 questions from the life changer. But are you aware of how many questions you're expecting from the life changer?
Well, I think 10.
Yes, about 10. So you can see that we summarize them chapter by chapter. All the important names that are mentioned in each chapter, we noted them, all the important places and all the important events. And those are the things that you read. When you're reading a novel, you look for the important names. If they say Salma's sister is Paint, you have to know. If Dabo is the Dr. Dabo is the father, you have to know. So take note of those things. Take note of the very important events that took place, and take note of the very important individuals that are involved in those important events and the important places that took place in the novel. Those are the things you go for, because those are the where the questions are going to be coming out from. Oluwase, are you clear with what I just said?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so quickly go to our website now, download this now as it is now, and read it immediately.
Please, I have a question.
Who? Chika, you have a question?
Yes.
Yeah, you can ask me.
So please, this life changer summary, this is the first time I'm hearing about it. Like, what is it about? Is it like
Okay, the life changer. The life changer is like your, if you are taking JAMB before, you will be hearing about Focados and all those novels. Every day, every year you write English, they always give you some question from a novel. So the novel they are using this year for your use of English is The Life Changer. They just introduced it this year. And that's why we're trying to summarize it and make you understand it so that you can. And it's a story about a lady known as Sama and her university roommates. So you're going to be having 10 questions. Out of the 60 English questions, you're going to be having 10 from this novel. So imagine you smashing the 10 questions. So you have to read the novel, understand it in order for. Chika, have you registered for JAMB?
So I still have a network problem. I'm not fully registered.
Okay, you've not finished. Had it been you finished, they would have given you the novel. So that's what they give everybody. Let me show you an instant. Abraham, give me that. Look for that. I kept a copy. That what's it called? That novel, Life Changer. There was one copy I kept on top of it. I gave the English the one copy. One small copy. Okay. Yeah. Chika, are you seeing my hand?
Yes, I'm seeing it.
Okay, so that's the novel. So if you've not gotten your own, you can quickly go and read this our summary on our website. But like I said, it is not the final something that we are working on it. But we're going to pick out the likely questions that you're going to see. We want to make it very concise so that within few pages, maybe like 10 pages, you can be able to get every information that you need in order for you to pass.
Okay,
Are you
sir.
clear on
So I
that?
should just check on the life changer summary, then I'll see it later.
You said?
I said the one that you said you're going to like summarize into 10 pages. How will I see that one?
That one is the same place as I showed you now.
Okay.
We'll just replace this one. This is our web. So like if you click today, people that clicked here last week, they are not seeing the same life changer like they are seeing now. So today now I've updated it with this. So if you come like here now and still click by weekend, you will see that last one that I've done.
Okay.
You understand now, huh?
Yes, sir.
So it's the same place, but we're just changing the text that we have. So if you click here now by weekend, you'll see the latest one that I must have done with specific questions that you're gonna most likely gonna be seeing in the exams.
Okay, sir. So what about that introduction for chemistry? I don't know what's
What of what?
The quiz.
So that's what I want to show you now. Are you seeing my screen? Chika, are you seeing my screen? Chika, are you seeing WhatsApp on my screen?
Yes, I'm seeing it.
Okay, so let me scroll now to the last question. Huh?
I said I'm seeing it.
Okay, this is what you sent me back. Can you see what you sent me and you asked me whether, you said, sir, there is nowhere to press on quiz.
Yes.
Are you seeing this chart?
Yes,
So once you get to this place, can you see this place they wrote Introduction to Chemistry Quiz?
Yes.
Is it clear now? Chika, is it clear now?
Yes, sir. But when I press it, there's like nothing comes there.
No, once you press it on the other side, you will see the quiz. Okay, let me take for instance now. Let's do this one now. This is the website now. So today we updated our new physics course. So let's say I click on this physics course now. This one we just did it today. So if you check it, we're updating our physics course now. It's different from the last one we put. So this one you see physics, WAEC and JAMB. So this one is strictly for your WAEC and JAMB syllabus. So let me click on it now. It will open now. So I will show you where the quiz is. Okay. So it has opened now. So once it opens, you will see the start course and everything. So you click on your start course. Good. It will open up. So once it open up, the course that will fill the edge is your projectile. So if you come by this side, you will see projectile motion quiz from past question. Chika, can you see this?
Yes, I'm seeing it.
So this is what you will now click. This is the quiz. The first ones are your lessons. So this is the quiz. Once you click, it will open up like this. Can you see where the row start quiz? Can you see it here now?
Yes, I'm seeing it, sir.
So if you're using laptop, it becomes easier because you click this side, whereas you start the quiz here. So once you click on start quiz, it will now show you the quiz. And like I said, the quiz is normally from the questions that you already have, that you've read from the lesson. So you can see the quiz now. A projectile is fired from ground with a velocity of blah, blah, blah. Then these are the options. So any option that you want, you can quickly pick it. Then you click your answer. So that's what I expect all of you to do. So everybody quickly go there, do that for chemistry. But I think the chemistry course, I don't know. I think I put it on paid, is a paid course. So maybe that's why you guys are finding it difficult to do it. Maybe it's a paid course. So I'll put it to be a free course so that I think it will be easier for you to log in and do the answering.
Thank you.
Yeah, so is it clear now? Oluwase, is it clear?
Yes, sir, but I have another question.
Oh yeah, please ask.
How many questions are we to expect from JAMB for each subject? How many questions are we to expect for each subject?
Okay, each subject, like from the last one they did, all the subjects are 40 questions each. Then for English language is 60. English is 60, whereas the other ones are 40.
So,
I can't hear you.
time allocated for each subject.
You said what?
Time allocated for each subject.
Luase, I didn't get you very well. Come again.
I said hours for each.
How many?
Hours.
How many marks for each question?
No, how many hours for each subject?
Okay, how many hours?
Yes, sir.
I'm not very sure of that yet, but I will make inquiry, then I'll get back to you. But the whole questions, they don't take. I don't think they take more than 2 hours. But I will make inquiry to be sure. Then I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Okay. So thank you. God bless you. Thanks for joining. See you when I see you. God bless you. Bye.
So where did you find this physics JAMB WAEC?
Where did I find what?
Like under what course is this quiz that you gave us?
You mean this last one I just did now, or the one I gave you in chemistry?
Yes. This last one you just did. What course is it?
This is under the course now that we are looking at, is under physics. If you go to the home page of the Educator Africans now, the first course there now, because any latest course becomes, this is the home page. So if you scroll down now, you see this physics. So if you're going to the former physics that I put the last time, you will not see, okay, sorry, I'm no longer sharing my screen.
Yes.
I'm no longer sharing my screen, ba?
Yes, sir.
So let me share it now. Okay. So if you go to the Educator Africa, can you see this is our Educator African's homepage? If you scroll down now, even if you're using your phone, the first course you're seeing is physics. This physics now, we just uploaded it today. The other physics that you would have seen if you had gone there last week,
yes,
there's no quiz on that one. Yeah. So the new courses we are making now, the ones that are having JAMB and WAEC in front, like this one, JAMB WAEC, this is physics, JAMB WAEC. The other one, the name is just physics. And all of them are having quiz. We are doing them strictly with your syllabus. As we are doing, we are looking at your syllabus. We are giving all the past questions on each topic. So it's a new, that's how we want to do for all the subjects. And that's why I told you guys, this is the best place for you to learn, because everything you need will be in this website. So this website should be like your companion. Go there, we are following the curriculum exactly. So once you finish it, you are not missing any single thing.
Okay, sir.
Are you clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so like I said, we're updating it every day. It's not the one you saw today that you're gonna see. We have our teachers are working on it, our engineers are working on it. We want to make it the best place for everybody planning to write JAMB and WAEC to go through in order to make 9A1 and 300 and above in their JAMB. Okay, thank you. See you when I see you. Yeah. So go and try them out. I will make the chemistry to be free so that people can actually use it and do what they want.